Welcome to DRX Grouping Patients in Workflow. You may have prescriptions trickling in or patients who have multiple prescriptions, and generally speaking, it's a good idea to have those prescriptions grouped together so that patients only need to make one trip to the pharmacy or delivery drivers only need to make one trip to the patient. Within our workflow queues, we can actually just go ahead and click on a patient's last name to group together all of the prescriptions for that individual patient in this particular queue. In this case here, we're looking at the intake queue. Now this can also be done from the print queue if I go ahead and click on the last name. And all that does is it's just plugging here in this find box and this search box that patient last name. There's two other places this can become valuable. You might want to do this in the pre-check queue. There's one other thing to look at that we like to look at in all of our queues, all of our workflow queues as we're looking at these prescriptions. And that's going to be, if I go ahead and let's say I'm verifying a prescription, this number next to this in progress. So there's a few spots within workflow where you'll see this in progress button, and you're going to see a number here. This number, this 5 fills in progress, tells me this patient has 5 other prescriptions currently in the works. Now there's 2 other color numbers you might see. This purple number, think P for purple, P for progress. If you see 5 purple, that's 5 prescriptions in progress. You might see an orange number, think O for orange, O for out of stock. You might see a red number, R for red, R for rejected. And that tells you this patient has other medications currently in the works. You can always click on this profile button, and that will always bring you to that patient profile. So in this case, we have 5 other prescriptions in the works. You'll also see this in the scan queue. So if I was scanning a prescription, you'll see, hey, this particular patient has 4 other prescriptions in progress. And you'll also see this here at the point of sale. And this is a very important place to know that this exists. And let's go ahead and see if we can get ourselves a prescription that might have some more. And I'm just going to cheat a little bit here. Now, this particular patient, we can see this patient has 6 prescriptions currently rejected, 6 in progress, and 2 out of stock. At point of sale, the more prescriptions you scan on here, the lower this number will go. So if I see a 6 here, I want to keep scanning, keep finding and scanning prescriptions until this number goes to 0. And this shows prescriptions in any step of workflow, not just ready prescriptions. So if they have, now let's see if we can find some here. For instance, these 2 prescriptions here in those workflow statuses, we're going to see, yes, there's a couple more there. We've got 1 and out of stock here. They don't have to necessarily be in waiting bin. Now, that's useful because I can tell the patient, hey, I'm working on another 6 prescriptions for you. Do you want to wait? Or would you like to pick up this one currently?